Now, if you're watching this video, you're either thinking, I want to buy a new 2024-2025 MT-09 or MT-09 SP. You either already have one and you really like it and you want to know what I have to say that's bad about it, or you just like my videos and you want to know about it, and for those people, thank you, I respect that. But today we're going to go through the top 4 things that I dislike about this 2024 MT-09 SP. And you know, it was hard to find 4 things, bro. It was originally going to be 3 things, and then I went on Facebook and asked the 2 MT groups that I'm in, Gen 4 MT-09 owners and MT owners Australia. I asked you guys what you dislike about this bike, because I couldn't even think of 3 things, let alone 4, but we're doing 4 today. So you guys, this is not just my opinion, this is the most recommended or the most answered opinion of people that own this bike all around the world. If you hate my opinion in this video, it's not just my opinion. You can still hate it, that's fine, but it's not my opinion. Oh, it was sunny like 5 minutes ago, bro. I ride this bike like once a week at most, and it just happens to be raining the one time I take it out. Look at that, it's like sunny over there and it's raining over there. It's terrible, man. Anyway, let's get to number 1, the one thing that I don't like. This bike is advertised as having a phone connectivity feature in the dash, which it has, and I've done it before. As you can see, it's not auto connecting to my phone, which is kind of annoying. But if we go to the Y Connect app here, a lot of people say that they can't connect their phone to the bike, and I had a few issues with that when I first got it, but I figured out how to do it. You have to have the app open while you're trying to connect to it. So if you're having that issue, try having this app open, if it even works, and then try connecting through the bike and see if that works. If not, then it probably doesn't work, because anyway, just work, bro, just work. I have already allowed access, so just work, right? You can use Y Connect after pairing with your vehicle. This is why people don't use it, okay? It hardly ever auto connects. When it does auto connect, it's pretty good. It kind of just tells you a bunch of useless information that you already know. I'm going to leave in a minute because this rain is getting so much worse. The only thing that's kind of cool is you can change your music and turn your volume up and down from your controls, but if you have a Cardo, it's already easy enough to do that, so there's not really any need for extra buttons to do that. And another thing about the connectivity is this is meant to have like a built-in GPS feature, right? And if it was built into the dash, that would be sick, bro. If I could just type in where I want to go and the bike just tells me where to go, that would be so cool. But you have to have some stupid Garmin navigation app on your phone, and I couldn't even figure out how to connect the Garmin app to the bike. And then you got to connect your phone to the bike and then turn it on in the dash and then go to GPS, wherever that is. Navigation, look, please wait, it'll probably just say that forever. So yeah, phone connectivity on this bike, pretty much useless. GPS should have just been built into the bike and then you couldn't update it through your phone. I don't know why they didn't do that. It's a bit of a bummer that you have to connect through whatever. Anyway, alright, number 2. What's it gonna be? What is it that I'm pointing at? I don't even know which one I want to do first. Let's do this one. This tank, 14 liters, the tank, bro. 14, not too bad, on the smaller end. After you get the bike tuned, yeah, don't even worry about it. If you're gonna go for a long ride, just hope that there's a few fuel stops on the way, because you're gonna need it. So people on Facebook saying that before a tune, on riding on the highway, they say they're getting like 250, 280 kilometers, which is a lot, man. I would be happy if I got that much on this bike, but once you get the bike tuned, bro, Once you get it tuned, that goes down. Or if you ride in the streets like I do, or ride it a little bit hard, kind of like I do, if you're just riding on the highway, you probably get a bit more kilometers out of your range. If you ride it somewhat hard, bro, I can't even get probably 180 kilometers before this thing starts flashing at me, right? So let's have a look now. Actually, while we're here, you can see my dash. I actually ceramic coated that. That's why it's like beating up, just the same as that carbon fiber. Pretty dope. Anyway, so I got a full tank, right? It's been full for a while, and then it will go down to half by itself randomly. Anyway, average fuel. What's my average fuel? 5.1 liters per 100. That's actually pretty good. Range, over 180 kilometers range, but I guarantee by the end of this 10-minute ride that I'm doing, that'll be at half, and it'll say like 100 or something, right? So fuel tank, not really that great. 180 at the most, maybe 200. I haven't actually recorded it. I can just tell that I do not like the range on this bike, right? So there's that. Alright, I'm getting back on the bike for the rest of the video because it's I'm not standing here for bloody 20 minutes talking in the rain. Alright, just before we dive into number 3, I am this close to hitting 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. Man, I have wanted this literally since I was 11 years old, which is about when I started the channel, man. I have wanted 50,000 subscribers because that is so much, man. And we're about to hit it in the next couple days. So if you guys are enjoying this video, and there's going to be another one out in about a week, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get to 50,000. I'll be super happy. Anyway, dislike number 3 on my bike. I wish it wasn't raining, man. This is honestly ruining my mood so much. And if I go that way, which is the way I'm going, it still looks terrible. It was sunny over there before, and now it's just rainy everywhere, man. Ah, what a way to put my mood down. Anyway, no rain can stop me. A lot of people say that the stock tires are bad, but I got 6,000 kilometers on this thing, and I just did a power wheelie in the rain, so they're really not that bad. HSV's always on a race, bro. Surely not in the rain though. Complaint number 3 from the community of MT-09 riders. This one I haven't had that much problem with, to be honest. It's probably the one that I agree with the least out of the 4. As I said, these come from the community, not just from myself, but I do agree with them. So number 3 is the stock seat is not that great. It's not that great. Now look, I only ride a little bit, right? I don't ride that much. Usually I ride into the city or around the suburbs or stuff like that because 1, it's good for content. 2, I actually like riding like this instead of like country riding. I enjoy country riding as well, but I actually enjoy traffic and stuff like that. So I don't ride that far, so my butt doesn't really get that sore. But I have been on a few rides, long, hour plus rides, and my butt definitely does start to ache a little bit. But, I just get off the bike, do a little bit of a stretch, and it's not too bad. There is plenty of comfort seats available. You got the Yamaha stock comfort seat, which actually looks really cool. I'm tempted to get it just because of how it looks. Either that or I'm just going to get like a seat cover or something, because there's a few seat covers out now that also look really good for this bike. So number 3 is the stock seat. It's a bit hard, but it's, if that's going to be your decision whether or not to buy the bike, don't let it fool you. It's not that bad. But if you are a connoisseur of long riding, you might want to buy the Yamaha comfort seat or something like that. God, man, my butt is wet, the back of my neck is wet, socks are wet, knees are wet, everything's wet. I'm just going to embrace it at this point, and I'm about to turn around and go home because I do not like this anymore. I should probably put this bike has a rain mode actually. I completely forgot about that. That's not it. Rain? That's rain mode. Basically turns it into a 400. You can full throttle and it doesn't really do that much, which is kind of nice. Alright, so we got one more complaint to go. Trust me, it took a while to get all these complaints into a list. I'm gonna turn around and go home up here because I'm done with the rain. But firstly, I just want to say, if you guys want to subscribe, I'm going to have a 4 things I love about this bike video coming out very, very soon. I'm going to record it in the next few days. So this is 4 things I dislike, or maybe even hate. I would say dislike. And the next video is going to be 4 things I love about this bike. And trust me, that list is not hard to make because there is a lot of things that are great about this bike. I'm wet everywhere. At least my X5 is waterproof. If you guys want to buy one, link in the description. Help out a fellow creator and get yourself an Insta360. Anyway, alright. Also, if you want a Cardo, you know, Cardo is the best comms unit out there. Code infamous on their website gets you a mad discount. Just putting that out there. Anyway. Careful. Alright, we're good. Let's go. Well, full throttle in rain mode does not do much. It is basically half the power of what it would normally be. I'll stop yapping and shut up and tell you what number 4 is. Number 4 is if you just get this bike completely stock from the dealership, stock exhaust, stock ECU, stock air filter. Actually, the stock air filter is actually really good, but stock everything. This bike, especially the US models, which are different to the Australian. No, sorry, that's the wrong way around. I think the Australian and US models are the same. The EU model, so United Kingdom, Europe, all of that is different. Anyway, the stock engine on this bike is quite restricted from the factory. And if you look up online anywhere about these bikes, you will hear people say that the second gear has kind of a low, sluggish spot. And you need to get a tune, and exhaust helps as well, but you need to get a tune to get that kind of sluggish second gear out. And once you do, the bike really opens up. Now this thing is fully dyno tuned, race fit Growler X exhaust, so it's completely opened up. Thinking about getting a stage 3 DNA airbox. It's super tempting. it's a lot of money, but it's really tempting. Anyway, so I might be getting that, but yeah, dyno tuned, all that. The bike is completely open and it is great, but there are a lot of complaints, quite a lot of complaints from people that this bike is super restricted from the factory, especially in second gear. So if you're wanting to buy this bike, it is so wet, bro. God damn it. So if you're wanting to buy this bike from the factory and you want the full performance out of it, just remember, just note that you may have to spend a little bit of money to pull those extra bit of gains out. Now, don't get me wrong, the bike is fabulous from the dealership. I bought it from the dealership. I didn't put an exhaust on it for a couple months and didn't get a tune for a couple weeks after that. So it's definitely enjoyable. It's not like you can't ride it. I didn't really have that second gear problem. Yeah, bro. There you go. I didn't really have that second gear problem. I don't know if it's because it's an Australian model. Maybe it's different because I only have one O2 sensor and not 2, whereas the Euro ones have 2 O2 sensors. I also didn't get an engine light when I changed my exhaust, so there's a lot of differences around the world with the bikes, but mine didn't really have that second gear slug, but a lot of people do say that they get it. So just something to look out for. All you need to do is get a tune. You can send off your ECU to get flashed, or you can get a dyno tune, which is what I recommend. If I get the stage 3 airbox, I'm gonna get, is it stage 3? No, stage 2. Yeah, stage 2, sorry. Stage 2 airbox, then I'll be getting it re-dyno tuned anyway. because it still needs the recall. I haven't done the recall yet, and they need to re-dyno tune it to do the recall. Anyway, it's a whole thing. Yeah. What do you guys think about my top 4 dislikes on the 2024-2025 MT-09? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Is there more things that you don't like, or is there something that you don't like more than what I said? I would be really interested to know. So write it down in the comments, and if you want to be a part of the next video, the top 4 things that I love about this bike, write yours down in the comments below, and if I use it, I might put your, comment in the video or whatever. So help me get the 50,000 followers or subscribers. I appreciate it very much for you guys to watch these videos. So I appreciate it. Everyone have a great day, a better day than I'm having right now. So peace out, guys.